So I just wanted to post a quick video about what's blooming in August. I only have 3 flowers that are currently in bloom, and 2 of which sit out in the shade house and 1 of which is inside my living room. So we'll start with this beauty that just opened up. And here's the other flower, so I'm a little perplexed at why this one bloomed first. Now this one, yet it's only been like 2 days and this other flower is already drooping and ready to just fall off. I guess he's not happy with me, but this one sure is happy. And I know I have one more right here that's about to bud, and then I've got another bud there, so I'm waiting to see if that one will develop, but we'll have to see. Only time will tell. So this is a CTNA Jamired by Peggy Huffman. Actually won this plant at one of our growers meetings for the Alamo Orchid Society. So I was really satisfied with this. We actually repotted it. It was kind of a demo day where they demoed a repotting process for some of us in the Orchid Society, and this was actually a division from a larger plant, and it had a sheath when I got it. There were no buds in it, and then they slowly developed. So I can't really fully take credit for blooming this orchid, but it did really well in my care. So I am the proud parent of this beautiful orchid. This is a very vibrant color to it. You can see the lip and the petals have a really nice, almost like a purple salmon color. In person it's very different, but you're only seeing what the camera is reflecting of it. But it's a beautiful orchid, and I haven't detected any fragrance to it just yet. So maybe in a day or two, I'm hoping that this, there's my finger, this orchid does not meet the same demise as this one so quickly, because this one bloomed over the weekend and it's now Tuesday and it's already droopy, and this one opened a day ago and it seems to be doing okay. We'll see how this one fares out in the long run, but for now I'm just really enjoying this. It's beautiful, and the flower's not a bad size. It's kind of small, on the smaller end. It's my hand, as you can see here. Here's the full plant, and I wish this had been in bloom a couple of days ago. We had our Orchid Society meeting last Wednesday, but it was still 3 buds on there, but here we go. Next on the list is a Epicyclia Green Hornet. I believe it's also a Fuschia cochleatum, but as you can see here, isn't that cool? They do look like little hornets. To me they look like squid, so I'm gonna call this my squid orchid. I'm gonna rename it Squidworm from SpongeBob. But they're really nice, and that color you see in there is almost purple. Let me see if I can angle it just a little bit better. It's a very deep maroon purple, and here's the back side that gives a better indication of the color. Really nice orchid. I've got 2 spikes on it, so this one has 2 in bud. One of them looks like it's kind of already trying to be on its way out, but it's doing really well. I've got a couple more buds on there that are going to open. Even this other spike still has a bud that's going to open, and maybe another one. So it seems to be kind of a sequential bloomer. You'll get one open, and then another one, and then another one up here, and then another one. This one will start to die off. This one stays strong, and then another one will open, and this one will die off. So it's just kind of been a little game of enjoy the flower for a little while, and then let it fall off. I do detect a fragrance. It's like a semi-sweet lime is the best way I can describe it, with some sort of after fragrance that kind of permeates the air around it, but mostly you have to really kind of get up into the flower to really smell it. But I think it's just such a cool looking orchid. I did take this for show and tell at our Orchid Society meeting on last Wednesday, And you got some oohs and ahs because everyone really liked it. Not a bad size of an orchid either. Here's my hand. There's the orchid. Doing pretty good. I do want to repot this when it finishes flowering, particularly before we get into the fall. I don't really like the media. That's the way I got it, but it was already, I saw a couple of sheets and I didn't really want to do anything with it, so I left it. But that's my Epicyclia Green Hornet. Once again, the Jamired. So cool, I just love it. And then lastly, I do have a Paphiopedilum Greyii. This is definitely on its way out. You can even see on the inside, it's already turning a little bit brown. So I don't mind actually showing you because it's almost dying. Look at all the cool coloration in there, little purple spots. Nice ivory color to it. There was another flower up here, and this one was in full bloom. It was really open. But look at the leaves also. The modeling on the leaves, that's just really cool by itself. This is a pretty decent sized plant too. I purchased this from New Earth Orchids when they were at our orchid show back in April. It had one flower up here and this one had not opened. So this one opened and it has been in flower since April. I'm not even kidding you. The other flower just died off pretty recently. That's a long time. It's August and this flower is still here. That's amazing. So if I can get this to bloom again, so far it looks like it's doing pretty good. I had a couple of leaves that fell off right here, but fortunately they just look like they were older leaves. But the orchid itself looks like it's in really good condition. The leaves are very firm. I'm really satisfied. I think it's doing great. So this is pretty much all I have in bud right now. I have a couple of hopefuls out there right now, so I'm hoping I can get a couple of more flowers to bloom before the fall comes and everything starts to slow down. But if you've ever been to Texas or the Deep South, we really don't have much of a winter, so the flowers, or the orchids I should say, may spike well into the fall period if they are fall bloomers. And then we usually have a pretty mild winter, so I'm going to actually transition the Shadehouse into the greenhouse, put the plastic cover over it. I'm going to give that a try when it starts to get cooler in December. But really I can kind of wait until then because we don't really get any cold fronts that dip below 50 or 40 until January. So we really do have mild winters here in San Antonio. So this is all I have for you guys today. I hope you like these orchids. This is what I have in bloom. This is, I guess, my little August update. I probably should actually just do a video of the Shadehouse maybe this weekend just to kind of show you how things are faring out there. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, leave a suggestion or comments in the section below. And until next time, happy growing! Jamired. Jammy, jammy, jammy.